Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks. And today I'm finally going to get around to unboxing and setting up the Xiaomi Watch S3. This is an affordable smartwatch from Xiaomi, which I purchased with my own pocket money at the same time as I purchased the Xiaomi 14T Pro. Now, the Xiaomi Watch S3 attracted me for one main reason: the battery life. Xiaomi promise us around about 15 days battery life when without the always on display feature turned on. It also has health monitoring and all the usual things you'd expect from a smartwatch. And for a non-Google Wear OS operating system smartwatch, this is running HyperOS smartwatch, a HyperOS based smartwatch operating system. It can still be used for payments using MasterCard. This isn't Google Pay, but it is possible to use this watch to make payments. So I'm going to be messing around with this smartwatch. Let's start by looking at the packaging. It's a long box. It has a picture of the watch on the front. It gives you a few features on the side that they want to highlight. Quick to change bezel, and we'll look into that in a bit more detail in a moment. Up to 15 days battery life. It does skiing mode. I'm not planning on going skiing anytime soon, though I do live in a winter wonderland at the moment with snow that has been frozen solid for the last week or so. You can also use this to take phone calls via Bluetooth, do all-day heart rate monitoring, and all the different sport tracking. So I'm going to take my jerry-rig everything knife and cut open the seals here on the packaging. There's one on each side of the box, none at the top and the bottom. That's good. And as usual, the challenge now is to get this out of the box. Maybe I missed a bit. That's fine, that's fine. It's just a question of getting enough air into the box to open it up. There we go. So this is the Xiaomi Watch S3. I went for it in black. And as it comes out of the box, you have the watch itself, and we'll look at this in a bit more detail. And then under the cardboard divider, we have various booklets of the user manual, which I'm sure I won't read. And the charger. How does this charger work? Well, it's USB-A at one end, standard old school USB-A, and then you have a little cradle pogo pin charger, which is proprietary to this watch. So we'll use that to charge it up at a later point. Let's quickly look at the Xiaomi smartwatch. Take off the cover there, pop it in the box. And there's an extra little sticker here with a QR code on it. It doesn't actually tell us anything about installing apps. And because this is a Xiaomi watch, you'd expect it to work best with a Xiaomi phone. In terms of the feel of the device, it's aluminium. It is solid, so that's a good thing. You can see here at the back of the device, you've got the little sensor for all the different health monitoring capabilities it has. And to turn it on, it has two buttons at the side. So you can see there's just one at the top and one at the bottom. And there's also some lugs here. Apparently this takes standard 22mm watch straps, so you can swap these out if you want to. But as it comes out of the box, it has what they call a floral rubber strap on it, which isn't too dissimilar to the one I have on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7, which I'll just take off for now because I'm going to be setting up the Xiaomi Watch S3. Am I pressing the right button? Who knows? There we go. Don't need to read the instructions. So you see Xiaomi, that's Xiaomi HyperOS, and then we get a little menu to start off with. First impression, the scrolling on screen is pretty responsive. I need to download the Xiaomi or Mi Fitness app. So let's do that with my Xiaomi 14T Pro. Has it picked it? No, it's not liking the screen. Maybe I need to use the scanner app that is on the Xiaomi device. So yes, we'll give it access to that. Place the code inside of the frame. And it's offering us to download the Mi Fitness app, which is available on the Google Play Store. And this is from Beijing Xiaomi Mobile Software Company. It's a 72 megabyte app, which isn't insignificant, but I suppose it will be doing quite a lot here. And here we have the time to turn up, Mi Fitness new design. So this is the Mi app. We're going to give it all the various things. We trust Xiaomi with all our data, including our health data. Region, United Kingdom. That is correct. Allow Mi Fitness to access your physical activity. Okay. Turn on sync. Okay. Okay, so this is just a quick walkthrough. Manage health features. Got it. Now, we will need to add a device. And at the bottom of the screen, we have a little device item, add device. And this app needs to transfer data to and from your device via Bluetooth. And we agree that. And it's already found the Xiaomi watch here. You see that it's showing up S3 D1F, that's my code. And there we go. So it's just confirming that we have all the right code, which it does. I'll click the OK button and the pair button, and that should be us ready to go. So we've confirmed on both devices, we're connected. We need to give the app and the device permissions. Okay, so we'll turn off battery saver. Yeah, that's all good. Allow the app to auto start. Okay. So do we want to mirror the phone notifications? Yes. Turn on notification access, so we'll say yes. Mi Fitness, allow notification access. Okay. So this is quite a big warning about the fact that obviously if you enable notifications, you'll be setting it up to be able to see some personally identifiable data, and we're okay with that. Okay. So now we're being offered the option to update the Xiaomi Watch S3 version 2.6. I'm going to download that, and you can see that the watch has lit up and it's received the app, and now it's rebooting to get up to speed. I have to say, for a non Google Wear or Google Wear OS device, this is remarkably responsive. And I'm thinking of, in the comparison here, with the Huawei Watch GT series, with the Honor Watch series. This is definitely snappier and more responsive in its user interface. But it is a similar lightweight operating system, which is obviously Linux based. Obviously, Xiaomi have branded this as HyperOS, but it doesn't really have much in terms of similarities with Google's Wear OS. It has a fraction of the memory to work with. It is a light, just-in-time operating system rather than a fully featured one like our Wear OS devices. So it's now currently updating the firmware on the device, let's have a look at the physical side of things. Now, one of the key features of the Xiaomi Watch S3 is the fact that it has these easily swappable bezels. And I'm assuming there's a separate marketplace or separate section of the Xiaomi website where you can buy new bezels to go with your smartwatch, which will change the physical appearance of the watch without you having to buy a separate smartwatch. So it's quite simple to take off. You just rotate anti-clockwise and then rotate clockwise to lock it on. And that doesn't affect the water resistance of the Xiaomi Watch S3. There we go. So now we're getting suggested we go through the tutorial on how to use your watch. You long press to change watch face, swipe down for notifications, swipe up for your app drawer, swipe right for widgets, and that's it. And then you have watch buttons, which allow you to go back to your home screen or to your app drawer, and so on. So, and to start activities, you use the bottom button. So we've updated the watch, and now we have the first watch face. Now you can see in the black aluminium bezel that's on the watch gives it the look of a sort of high-end classy black watch. And this is obviously paired with what looks like a mechanical watch face on the device. But let's long press that and select something different. So this is January, Friday 10th. You can see this looks like a scuba watch. Oops. Black X. Dilemma. Oh, this is cool. It's not a rotary watch face. So there's quite a few different watch faces here built into the watch. 10 apparently is the number of options, and you can add more watch faces from the app. I quite like this one with a green detail in it. Matches my Tommy Hilfiger jeans. But as we can see, now the smartwatch is synced to my smartphone, and you can manage your displays and add extra watch faces from the app. So there's quite a selection to go through, lots of different colors, different options. It's quite fun to look and choose them. Now, it's not the amount of choice we had in previous versions of Wear OS, but even Wear OS has cut down on the number of watch faces available. Now let's have a quick look at some of the settings here we have, which apps we want on it. So Xiaomi Pay, as I mentioned earlier, this is how you add your bank card to it. I obviously won't do that live on camera, but in my full long-term review, I will see how Xiaomi Pay works on the smartwatch in day-to-day use. Music, you can manage your music on your smartphone, manage the playback on your smartwatch. You can synchronize events for the next 7 days. Weather, world clock. So I'll add weather updates in winter in Scotland. I think that's a useful thing to do. Oh, another thing, weather units, it's degrees communism, but if you want to choose degrees freedom, you can do so. Freedom degrees are always bigger numbers, but ultimately the weather is the same. World clock, let's add a few. So obviously I want United. Oh, it doesn't have that, it has Ascension Island. Let's see, where do we want to add? It does not have the cities I would expect. Let's try Hong Kong. Yes, it does. If you didn't already know, I am planning a trip to Hong Kong for the end of March. I'll be creating a lot of Tech Travel Geeks content whilst away, but I am speaking to someone I'm planning on travelling with quite a lot, so it's good to know what time it is for them. And whilst I'm at it, let's add Los Angeles. I have family on that side of the world, so it's good to know what time it is there. Great. So I've set up a few details, got all the basics set up, and obviously this is tied to my Xiaomi health account. Extra little detail here, obviously this is as it came out of the box, and after setup we have 63% battery left. And what I'm going to do now is actually put it on my wrist. It's a simple strap with holes in it, and it goes around like that. I don't have the biggest, chunkiest of wrists, so this watch looks relatively big on my wrist. I have to say, it is quite responsive. It feels good on the wrist, maybe because of those lugs holding the actual watch out a bit, but it looks good. And as you can see, I've got widgets here. Weather widget, you can see it's -5 degrees. Communism. Options to set up sleeping or outdoor running. All the other details about my health monitoring. So let's see what the heart rate it's measuring is like. Now obviously I'm a little bit stressed here because I am in the middle of recording a video, and it is a stressful experience. But as you can see, we're at 96 beats per minute, just settled. And then I can see my 30-day heart rate level and all the settings for this. So smart continuous heart rate monitoring. Yeah, we'll leave it as smart so it will handle it itself. Do we want a high heart rate alert? Probably not. So this is all the details about this feature built in, but heart rate monitoring seems to work. Let's see, this is the blood oxygen levels, the SpO2 monitoring, which we have seen way back since the last decade. In 2019, the Huawei Watch GT2 had that as a feature. So I need to keep the watch still and facing upwards for 20 seconds. Keep the watch still. 12 more seconds to go. And now it is 5 more seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. 100% SpO2. Okay, great. And again, we can repeat that if we want to, but no, not necessary at the moment. So there you go. So SpO2 monitoring works by the looks of things. This is your stress levels. As I said, I'm recording a video, so let's see how this works out. I need to keep still for 60 seconds. The animations are pretty, they look pretty good. And this is probably really boring if you're watching this live, or not live, but in its raw state. I'll need to make a decision around if to keep this in the video or edit it out. But just because view time really makes a difference on YouTube, I'll probably keep this minute in just because it's good to have some long videos, and it also gives you an idea of what the real experience is with this smartwatch. In terms of the screen, I have to say it's very, very vivid. Maybe it doesn't show very well on camera because of that brightness difference, but that OLED screen, that specifically AMOLED screen, is 466 pixels by 466 pixels. So it's a relatively high resolution screen. It's 326 pixels per inch, and it's quite pleasant. And you can see we also have Amazon Alexa. I shouldn't say that name in this room, but that's the Amazon digital assistant on the watch, and you can ask it questions, which is handy. And so there you go. We've been through a cycle of all the basics here. Let's have a look at the app drawer. So this is all the quick settings. It has a torch. Essentially, it just turns the screen white or sends out an SOS message. Battery saver mode. Oh, this is clearing water out of the... That clears water out of the speaker because this can be used to take calls on your watch. There's a do not disturb mode, which you can turn on. You won't get any notifications in the meantime. And you can also go through your settings here with the watch itself. So it has earphones, display, you can mess around with the brightness, auto look, double tap to wake, cover to sleep. I actually do like that. Just cover it with your hand to put the screen to sleep. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can check for system updates here. You've got a few details about the Xiaomi HyperOS, but for a non-Wear OS device, this is surprisingly fast and smooth. I quite like the looks of it. So in terms of specs, let's just do a quick few details. It has a 486 milliamp hour battery. That's apparently good enough for 15 days use without always on display, or 5 days on with always on display on. It can handle temperatures up to -10 degrees Celsius. You can get your notifications on here. As you see, I can clear notifications from it. It seems to be doing what you'd expect of a smartwatch at the moment. It's overall not a 5G watch. This is a watch that is Bluetooth only, and it is compatible with the Xiaomi app on Android 8 or later. But interestingly, this is compatible with iOS with iPhones. If you'd like to see a video where I set this up on the iPhone as well, do leave us a comment in the section below and I'll do my best to get that video published relatively soon. But anyway, that was a quick unboxing and setup of the Xiaomi Watch S3. It feels pretty good and snug on my wrist. I might actually release one of the watch strap holes on it. That's better. And yeah, I'll be wearing this and testing it. Expect my full long-term review in around about a month's time. And as usual, if you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. We cover consumer electronics, gadgets, accessories, things we think make the travel experience better. And as well as fashion, you need to be comfortable when traveling. If you have any questions, if you'd like to know more about the Xiaomi Watch S3 or any of the other devices we've covered here on the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel, do leave us a comment in the section below. We'll do our best to get back to you. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye from me.